Usually by this time, the start of the year, we have a bunch of rumors and leaked information on what products Fujifilm is gonna release. And we do, but only for cameras like the new GFX fixed lens camera and a bunch of other X system cameras. But for lenses, it's radio silence. As we know, every year Fujifilm releases about the same number of cameras as well as lenses. One year might be particularly strong for cameras, while the other one will be for lenses. The same can be said for the X system in comparison to the GFX system. Though we can be sure that new lenses will be released by Fujifilm in 2025. Now, I thought it might be interesting to speculate with the information we had from previous years when they updated which certain lens lineup, because they already have quite a complete lens lineup with only certain lenses missing. But part of this lineup is already quite old and could definitely make use of an update. They have done this with a bunch of lenses in the past. For example, the 27mm f2.8 from 2013 was updated in 2021 to have weather sealing as well as an aperture ring, as well as the old 23 and 35mm f1.4 was updated to the 23 and 33mm f1.4 in the same year. But not just prime lenses, also zoom lenses were updated. Kind of. For example, the 55 to 200mm from 2013 was slightly changed but still updated to a new version, to the 70 to 300mm lens with a slightly different focal length range and weather sealing. I mean, I don't think they will bring out 10 new lenses in 2025, but I could see 2 to 4 lenses for the X system alone. Now, I'm gonna split this video into two options because I can see them going down both of these routes. Now, I've heard people going on and on about these lenses on the internet, and I get it, these focal lenses are really exciting. The 40mm f2.8 and the 18mm f2 from 2012. These were some of the first lenses that Fujifilm added to their lens lineup. Unfortunately, until this day, I wasn't able to test either of them, but they seem really exciting and I've heard a lot of good things about both of them. As much as I've heard people plead with Fujifilm to bring new versions of this lens with weather sealing and improved image quality, I could actually see them going down that route. I don't even think they need to bring lower apertures or whatever on these lenses, honestly just weather sealing and improved image quality, because a lot of people just love using these focal lenses for photojournalistic purposes. Especially with the 14mm lens, it's a focal length that doesn't distort your image like a 12mm or even their new 8mm lens would do, but you've probably shot on a zoom lens before with 60mm on the low end and have longed for that extra millimeter or two. And for the 18mm f2 lens, it's a similar situation to the 27 f2.8 lens, because it also has a very small form factor, and a lot of people, myself included, would love to have another pancake lens from Fujifilm in their lineup. Now, the other way I could see Fujifilm going is updating 4 lenses simultaneously. It's a lens lineup that Fujifilm is probably most known for, the 60mm f2.8 and the 23, 35 as well as the 50mm f2 lens. They're quite iconic and reasonably so. I still have the 23mm f2 lens in my lineup and it's a great lens. It's small, it fits in any pocket, and it has a great build quality, as well as having weather sealing. Now, you might be thinking, what would they upgrade with new versions of these 4 iconic lenses? And the answer is pretty simple, the optics. Because firstly, the close-up image quality is just not great. That might not be the case for all of them, but especially on my 23mm f2 lens, it's just not usable. Which is a shame and not really something common for me to say, because I wouldn't really consider myself a pixel peeper, but honestly with the close-up image quality of this lens I can't really work. And then secondly, varying image quality between different lenses. While some of the lenses are actually quite sharp, then there are others that are just not great in some corners of the image where they're just quite soft. And that's unfortunately something that I've heard across the board from a whole lot of people. And I think these two improvements could very well be implemented in a new version of this lens lineup. Not that these lenses were actually released together, because they were released from 2015 to 2019, all in different years. Even though I could see both of these options happening, I doubt they will bring all 6 of them together, especially since they're all prime lenses. And I have to say, I see option 1, the 14 and 18mm lenses, far more likely than option 2. That's mostly because of these lenses just being older than the other ones, and a lot of people just asking for an update on both of them. Tell me, what lenses do you think they will release in 2025 and why? Now, if you want to find out what cameras they will release in 2025, where we have actual leaks and proof, check out this video right here.